Hey everyone, my name is Brady Jacquin, and I'm the director of Liar, the short film that you just saw. I am just so grateful and humbled to be part of this festival, and so grateful to all of you for watching these films and just supporting filmmaking in general. So thank you so much. I understand there was a couple of questions that you guys had, kind of the popular ones here, so I'm going to do my best to answer them, and let's get into it. Okay. Did you play with a Ouija board in the past, and did something happen at one time to inspire this film? So no, I did not ever play with a Ouija board. That's probably why I chose it as kind of a pivotal plot point for this short film, because, I mean, that stuff always freaked me out. I was never really big into trying to communicate with anything like that, and personally, it always just kind of scared me, the idea of kind of speaking out into the ether and then having something talk back, and maybe it's not the thing that you thought it was, or there's some deception there, and that always freaked me out. So I never had a personal experience with it other than kind of being afraid of it, and that's probably why I chose it as part of this film. You did an amazing job building suspense with the music and camera angles. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. How much pre-thought went into both of those before shooting? So I do a lot of pre-production. I get super anxious and stressed out, so it really helps when I can really storyboard the entire thing, literally every single shot to shot. I know exactly what they're all gonna be. So I definitely planned out the camera angles just intensely beforehand. As far as the music, I write and compose my own original music. So I was excited to kind of make something a little different for this short film, especially for the opening scene, since I needed that emotion to really hit. So I did plan on that. And then towards the end, I knew I wanted to have this sort of contrast, whereas you're seeing the main character, played brilliantly, by the way, by Carter Boswick, and she's kind of having this beautiful catharsis, this moment where she's getting what she was wanting from the beginning, and yet I wanted there to be this weird juxtaposition against these harsh, shrill strings, so you're getting this kind of, I don't know, this unnerving feeling where what you're seeing isn't necessarily matching the music that you're hearing, and I thought that would be a good effect. So I did plan that out. And I'm extremely meticulous beforehand. But I will say that a lot of my favorite shots and ideas do usually kind of come on the day. Like, I'll plan out a ton, but then during the actual shoot, I'll just get an idea. And those are usually some of the best shots that I like the most, where I'm just like, oh, that thing's there, so we can put the camera here, and it just kind of is more inspired that way. So, you know, plan a lot, but always be open to that inspiration. I kept waiting for her dad to grab and yank her into the room for a jump scare. What was the idea of the cracking wrist, yet not showing what happened after? It worked, but I wanted to see what happened. So I'm glad it worked for you, but that was kind of the actual intention for it, was that I wanted you to want to know what happened. For me personally, it's a lot scarier in those moments if you don't really know what this thing has in store for her. You know, I wanted a lot more questions than answers. I just felt like rather than actually showing what happened, it's scarier to know in that terrible moment that she's made a mistake and that there's no going back, and then to just leave you on that note of knowing that nothing good is going to happen, but not exactly knowing the exact details of what's going to happen to her. I just felt like that was a lot more disturbing. I had actually originally planned on showing a lot more and going a little more kind of gruesome with things and getting into that realm of horror. But then, I don't know, when shooting it, it just felt like the psychological route was a better way to go, where you didn't necessarily know, but you knew enough that it was definitely going to scare you. Is there anything specific you want the viewers to know about the story, production, etc.? Not necessarily. I guess the main thing that I really wanted to come through with this short film was that I knew that there was a million horror shorts out there. It's a very saturated genre, and there's a lot going on. So I had to do something where I didn't just want to scare the audience. Just being scary wasn't enough for me. That's why that opening scene is my most important and favorite part of the short film, because I knew I wanted the audience to actually care about her and to want her to reconnect with her father too. I didn't just want it to be a scary ghost. I wanted it to be scary, but also kind of sad in the moment that she's not really going to get that catharsis she wants. and that's almost more sad than it is scary, and combining those two emotions felt like it would be a lot more powerful. So I guess I just hope that you took that away, the emotional sadness in tandem with the scariness, as well as all those things. So I just hope that those kind of were really conveyed to the audience, and that's kind of what I want you guys to know about it. What's next for you now that production is loosening up? So I love making original art, original short films, and also I do original music. So next for me is going to be both of those things. I'd love to make more short films. I have a lot of ideas floating around. I just kind of need the support. I need people to want to watch them. And I'm also going to do some more original music. So if you want to see those things, if you're interested in that, the best way to support that and to see more short films would be to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you just search Brady Jacquin, that'll come up. I do other short films, video essays, movie reviews, all that kind of fun stuff on there. And like I said, I also do original music. So really, these art forms are what's coming up next for me. It's just a matter of getting an audience, getting those people who are really interested in seeing that, because I love that. I love this interaction with you guys with these festivals. It's so great. It makes the art just that much more palatable and just more fun to make when you know you're going to be able to discuss it with people and have those human interactions. So that being said, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, for supporting filmmaking. I am so thankful that I got to be included in this festival. Like I said, that's what's coming up next for me. I hope you'll support it and subscribe to that channel, but also more importantly, keep supporting these film festivals, because there's a lot of small indie filmmakers, and these festivals have been hurting, especially with everything going on recently. So just thank you so much for supporting it. Thank you for being here. It means the world to me, and I'm sure to everyone involved in making this awesome festival happen. You all have a good rest of the festival. Take it easy, and I'll hopefully see you in the future.